What's up everybody, my name is Austin Whitney. Today I'm going to do a tutorial for the song 1090 by Muscadine Bloodline. And I wanted to do it because I felt like everything that I saw online didn't match up to the exact way that I saw and heard them playing it on the music video and what's recorded. So let's go from there. Alright, so first things first, you're going to want your guitar in standard tuning. Now I have this guitar tuned a half step down in E minor. That's why I put the capo on the first fret to get it back into standard tuning. What you're also going to want to do is tune your 6th bottom E string down to D. You get that kind of deeper sound and it's going to be a lot easier to play. The biggest thing I have learned is on most all of the songs you hear that are complex or anything, they're going to play it the easiest way they can. So if it feels hard, you're probably playing it the wrong way. All right, now that we're all tuned up, time to learn the song. It's fairly simple. It's pretty much just 3 chords throughout verse, chorus, and even the bridge. So easy enough. The 3 chords are F, C, A minor. Now, I like the drop D way of playing it the way that they play it a little bit easier because you're going to keep the same shape. So in the pre-verse, just F to C. And see how you kind of keep the same shape? You're just moving, for the F chord, you're just moving your 3rd down to the 6th string, and then your 4th is taking place of that on the A string. But it's easier than just going, you know, down to that F if you were in standard tuning. So. Alright, so we just play that same chord progression into the verse. We'll just play along, F, C, A minor. So just follow along. When the river's raging, I'll be the levee. I'll be the steady hands holding on to you. I'll be the view, your change of scenery. Then you're just going to hold the F all the way into the chorus after this. So, let me be your way out when your walls are closing in, so darling. All right, we're going to follow the same chord progression in the chorus as well. The only variation is instead of starting F to C, we're just going to start on the C because you already were on the last line of the verse, you were hitting that F. So we're just going to go straight into C. So. Give me you on your worst day and I'll give you my best. When you only got 10, I'll be the 90 that's left. So go on and run me ragged long as you're loving on straight. Hit that A minor. Don't worry about meeting in the middle and I'm already running your way. So, super simple. Then you go back into verse 2 and you'll start with that C again. Down to A minor. But right before the chorus, again, you just hit that F all the way until you hit the... Give me you on your worst day and I'll give you my best. When you only got 10, I'll be the 90 that's left. So go on and run me ragged long as you're loving on straight. Don't worry about meeting me in the middle when I'm already running your way. Alright, the bridge is played just after the 2nd chorus and then there's a short guitar solo. Now, the chords to the solo are just still the... So, yeah, same 3 chords of that F, C, and A minor. And now as we get to the bridge, there are 2 new chords to play. So there's a D minor, down to A minor, down to B minor down to F. So let's run through that. For those of you who don't know what a D minor is, it is your second string on the second fret of the G string. Still funny. The third finger on the third fret of the B string, and then your first finger on the first fret of that top E string. Now the cool thing is that you are in drop D, so you can play the whole guitar, which sounds cool. Now it sounds like that's what they do on the production, but I think you should just do whatever sounds good and whatever's more comfortable to you, because I don't know exactly what they play there. But it goes, give me back, give me up, down to that A minor, give me sad, pour it on me, and then down to that B minor. And a B minor, easiest way I found to play it is to bar pretty much the entire second string, and then from the A string down to the top E. Now, it's not as important as you lock it in on that top E, because you're really not going to be playing that one. So bar there, you take your second, I take my second finger and put that on the third fret of the B string, and then I take my fourth and third, and those take up the G and D slots. So now, one thing I've also found is easier to play that chord, as I'll kind of turn my guitar here for you, is shift your thumb down the neck. So it's easy to kind of play like a D minor with your thumb over here. I'll illustrate what I'm talking about. Is when you go to do a bar chord, slide your thumb down so it's in the middle of the neck. And it makes it a lot easier to kind of pinch, I guess. Does that make sense? I hope. I'm starting to go out of tune on this D string. But so, really quick again, the bridge. Lastly, as they start the chorus, those first couple lines, they play as a single strum. So instead of like, they'll just go, so give me you on your worst day and I'll give you my best. When you only got 10, I'll be the 90 that's left. So go on and see how it picks up. So they let those first kind of two lines just like resonate, just to kind of give effect, and then they go in to the regular. So pretty simple. They do that through the out chorus, just the normal pattern: C, F, C, F, C, F, E minor, C, F, C. So pretty simple. And that is pretty much it for that song. This is my first ever guitar tutorial. So if you found it helpful, please let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to be dropping a lot more stuff as of late. So if you like it, please let me know. Have a good one.